We finally have an Invincible game, and I mean a good Invincible game, with awesome flight mechanics, a crazy space system, and much more. So of course, make sure to subscribe and check out all the amazing channel members. And now let's get into this. So as of now, guys, this game is called Invincible: A Hero's Legacy, and it's still kind of a testing game. I think it's open to public, don't quote me on that. So hopefully you guys will all be able to play it, because I will link it in the description. You guys can see it really does look like a test right now. Obviously the animations aren't complete. There's actually a test place we can go to see the new revamped animations. It's actually really cool. But let's just start off with the city we have, the models, and just the stuff we can do, because I think this is going to be a role-playing game. Maybe they'll add some stuff later down the line. But if you guys don't know, Invincible is probably my favorite superhero ever, besides like Blue Beetle, maybe, at least in story-wise. If you haven't seen the show or read the comics, I would highly recommend it. Probably the most like realistic story it gets. I would even take Invincible over The Boys. But let me show you guys some of the cool stuff about Invincible: A Hero's Legacy. So first things first, you obviously can run really fast. You don't have to trail. You're a 𝐁𝐔𝐒𝐈𝐋. They don't have super speed, but they can run fast. And obviously, maybe we'll have like some way where you can upgrade your speed or something, or if it's just gonna be role playing, I'm fine with either one. I'm just so happy we're getting an Invincible game. But the city is amazing. The modelers are great. You guys can see the city looks super realistic, kind of like the one from Invincible. There's also, you can super jump if you hold down Q and get a really big jump to start when you go flying. So if you like doesn't hold it all the way, it's kind of like a Spider-Man super jump almost. But you can actually turn your speed off, I think, and then you can fly. Like you guys can see, the flight animations not complete whatsoever, but there is supersonic, and it's gonna get faster and faster as the city gets bigger and bigger. I don't know the release date for this game fully. I think it is open to test right now, but again, I don't know. But I don't know when the full game's gonna be done. But like, you can also go to cars, for example, lift them up. Like you just hold E, you can pick them up. I don't know if this works on mobile. It looks like they have buttons you can click down here. I don't know if it works yet, but you can fly with them. Again, there's no complete animation, but it's actually really cool. There's like some actual physics to them. So if you drop the car, you can see like they actually fall with gravity, and it's sick. You can fall with the car. It's like there's gonna be some nice attention to detail in this game. That's really just using Roblox's physics system, but like still. And if you fly high enough, you can actually go to space, which is also just something really cool that we've been seeing in all these superhero games. Because in the show, he kind of goes to space, but in the comics, Invincible, like probably like 3/4 of the story takes place in space. So I'm excited to see what he does with that, because in the beginning, obviously, it's more of an Earth show, but I'm really excited. And I think there is skydiving. I think if we press F, or if we stop ourselves and then we press F again, we should be able to skydive. Okay, so I don't think there is skydiving yet, but that's gonna be really cool to see if they implement that. Something I really love from Invincible. They really showed the power of flight, and that's something they really got to get down, and I just bugged out. But like in the show, you could really see like there's a scene where Omni-Man flies crazy fast through a whole planet, destroys it in a second. So I would love to see you be able to fly that fast once the game gets more complete, because again, it's really just in testing right now. So I'm gonna hop over to the testing server and show you guys what that looks like as well, because that's more of the complete version of the game, and I want to see that. So we're in the testing place now. I'll also link it in the description. I hope it's open to everyone, but it's pretty much the same, but kind of everything's done a lot better. The animations are more cleaner. I actually love how it looks. This is like a great testing place example. But like, if you click your mouse button, again, I don't think this will work on mobile, but you can click your mouse button. There's a punch animation now. I think there's speed if you hold control, but it's not fully done yet, so we're gonna have to see how they do that. But there's actually, you guys can see NPCs walking around, and with the enemy NPCs, I'm guessing you're gonna be able to fight them, maybe level up, who knows. If it's just gonna be role playing, I doubt it, but like that's pretty interesting. And the coolest part about this, obviously, is the new mechanic. So if you press F, we can fly. You can come up from the ground like that. Super cool. I don't know if it's gonna break the ground in the real game. I hope it does. But you guys can see when we start flying forwards, there's a really clean animation. I always love when they do the slower animations with the hands behind their backs. But then once you go faster, you break the sound barrier and the hands go in front, and it's really smooth, and you don't glide too far. Like when you stop, you still glide a little bit, but I think it stops you eventually. So I mean, I love it. I think it really is a cool flying system. Obviously, if it's gonna be Invincible, I think it comes down to when you go to space, because he can only hold his breath for like, I think 𝐁𝐔𝐈𝐋's max can hold their breath for 2 weeks, so maybe you have like a 5-10 minute timer of holding your breath in space, and then you can get like maybe like a flying bonus or whatever. Like you can fly faster when you get to space. I don't know. There's a lot they could do with a flying system like this, because it's really clean. And there's also the super jump that still works as well. Also really nice. You can fly with it too. Like there's a lot of potential with this, and I'm excited to see where it goes for sure. Now, if you head over to the game's Discord group, it's called Blur Industries. registries, also linked this in the description below. There's a lot of sneak peeks that I kind of want to show you guys. So first off, we have the new flight system. You guys can see it looks a lot faster, and I think that's what they're going for. They really want to feel as powerful as a 𝐁𝐿TRMite, because we see that so much in the show and they really emphasize it, and that's the reason I like it so much. We got the new test place leak. We've already seen that. They let us show that. New punching animations coming. I'm excited to see how the combat's gonna work, and overall, like, there's just a lot of cool stuff here, and I'm excited to see where it goes. I mean, there's the flight script in action with an actual map. There's one hand in front like that. Before it was like all the way behind you. The flight script's great. I love it. Great job, developers. Now, I did see the space script as well. I think this is the same one, but I'm not exactly sure. It looks great though. I think that's not Earth though. I think that is a different planet, so I'm really excited to see that. Oh yeah, look, see? Supersonic flight in space. It looks like they're gonna have, okay, so I know Invincible cannot fly at light speed, I think, but I know he can fly extremely fast, so it looks perfect for, I think, how Invincible should be. I mean, everything about it, honestly. I haven't seen this leak. This is where he goes to space. Looks like they're gonna have a new system, maybe. Let's see. Looks like he flies up. Oh, they're making it higher for sure. Ooh, look at that sun too. I didn't realize how much they're adding to this. The space sneak peek will release on upcoming update. That's actually pretty interesting. I'm kind of hyped for that. Okay, so this was definitely the most recent though. This was posted yesterday at the time I'm filming this video. Building sneak peeks. I don't see anything too new. This is from December of 2021. So we're gonna have to see. I don't really know when this game's gonna come out fully. And suggestion wise, I really want to see blood added to the game, and I don't even know. I think it's allowed in Roblox now, right? Yeah, I think it's allowed. I want to see really, I want to see some gore in this. That's what Invincible is known for. They have some crazy gore. It's got to be a little more mature than just like a DC or Marvel game, I feel like, because Invincible is known for having that realism of having crazy gore. Obviously, it doesn't have to be insane, but at least a little bit. And I'm pretty sure there's even some blood on the thumbnail of the game. So I'm excited to see what they do with that, because I want this game to have that realism, maybe some realistic physics. I know people want to see where you can break buildings like that. Obviously, they respawn over time, but that would be really cool, because that's a big part of it. And definitely a subway station I want to see. But oh, bro, I'm glitched really badly right now. And in terms of activeness, I'll link their Roblox group in the description below. But like, it's a very active game at the moment. The game's being updated once a week, and you guys can see the developer Blur said flight has been added February 3rd. Today I'm filming this video. It's February 5th. So like, he definitely is updating. He's putting in the time. So we're gonna have to see what happened with Invincible Heroes Legacy. Again, I will link it in the description below, because I'm really just so excited to see how they take such an awesome story in game and kind of make it free roam and add their own Roblox touch to it. So I'm excited to see what they do with that. All the abilities we're gonna have, if we can play different characters like Alan the Alien, and it's just gonna be so sick in general. And Game Pass wise, we don't have any at the moment, but I'm curious if it's gonna be roleplay, if they're gonna have other characters, like I said, like Alan the Alien, if it's gonna be different 𝐁𝐿TRMite, for example, Thrag, Omni-Man, like stuff like that. Like, we're gonna have to see how they do it. There's even like Tech Jacket, a really cool hero, which they can make Game Passes. Like, imagine a Marvel Infinity with the Invincible characters. That would be insane. So I'm excited to see what they do with that as well, because Invincible has so much potential with this. And I've seen games on Roblox with realistic physics where you can actually hit pillars like this, for example, with their punch or a hammer, and they actually break. And obviously they respawn over time, but if you could like fly into these buildings, break a hole through the glass, obviously it could definitely be laggy, it could be hard to pull off, but people would go crazy if they did something like that. So it's just an idea, developers, if you ever want to do something like that. While I'm floating here, guys, if you do want to see the best Marvel/DC games coming this year, go check out this video right here where I go over all the best games coming 2022, and I'll see you guys next time.